It is morning in MultimediaJay land as we check out Jay's Geekhouse for the first time with next to nothing in it. So, I'm going to go around, look at everything. Ooh, some spiders have come in here since the last time I've been here. That ain't good. Let's get that out of there. So this is the place that I'll be heading to and picking up where I left off. And unfortunately, 2 places in a row, I swear landlords do this on purpose. There's absolutely nothing, no door stopper whatsoever, even though there's door stoppers elsewhere in the house. So already, definitely going to document this. Is this some kind of, hey, let's screw up this very crucial detail in order to get security deposit money at the end of the lease, whatever. That door seems to be pretty sturdy, sturdier than the one at my last place, that's for sure, as are the windows. They've got some features that I never knew windows had, which is weird because this is not a rough neighborhood by any stretch of the imagination. That's on the other end of town, actually. So, essentially the best way to describe this besides, hardwood floors, is it's a trailer but square. The dimensions of the place definitely remind me of a trailer. And probably the biggest design goofball thing that they have going here is, oh my goodness, boob lights. This is one of the first things that you never ever want to do as a decorator. Well, no. It's basically one of the easiest design gaffes out there. And there's a mixture of soft white and daylight, so I'm going to fix that. This place looks like it could really be brightened up by daylight bulbs if I switched it over to LED. So we'll figure out what we want to put in this thing. Let's look at one of these fixtures. It looks like each one of these has 2 of something in them, probably CFs, because I've been kind of surprised that there are daylight colored CFs out there. Probably would want to go with daylight or something. So basically, if we spin around and look the other way, this is all one huge room with a couple of former doorways and stuff. I mean, it's almost embellishing things to call this place a house. It's almost like a cottage or something. I'll go with trailer, but square, but double wide. So, looks like an attic door of some sort, though I can't imagine there's much up there. It's just the roof. This isn't really all that exciting of a... Oh look, a free hook to hang some flowers. Isn't that pretty? I got the kitchen table here, just for now, trying to figure out where everything's going to go. Don't know if I even need a kitchen table with a place this small. Probably just end up using it for the shredder and shredding mail and stuff like that. Get home, toss the mail down, and go through it later. Basically what used to be in the loft is going to be spread out all around this place from the looks of it. Gas utilities, matter of fact, the gas guy's coming over here today because I've already called it that I don't really want to use the stove. It's an old one that still has pilot lights. So what I think I want to do is get some kind of shut-off valve set up so I can just cut the stove completely off and then get one of those flint flicker things that you use to fire a butane torch or an oxyacetylene torch to relight the pilot lights if I ever want to use the oven. But given my track record of using kitchen appliances in the last place, then this kitchen very blatantly was a laundry room in a past life. Gas stuff here and there. Gas stuff here and there. We got a fridge, and I'm looking for a shut-off. Gas stuff, gas garbage here and there. I call it gas garbage because this stove is old. It still has pilot lights, and I don't like pilot lights at all. It does work though. See? Look, an eternal flame. Nothing like a stove that stays hot even when you're not cooking stuff. There actually are newer models of this available that have the modern day spark plug style ignition thing that hooks up somehow, but we'll have to see if I could or well, at the very least, I'll have the landlord's gas guy come out here and just disconnect this garbage. Actually, if we could, I wouldn't, if they're not required to give me a stove, I am nuts enough to say I could use this as a laundry room with a refrigerator, the washer and dryer, because there is a 240 volt right there, and hookups for, oh, the refrigerator works too, by the way, and hookups for a washer. My washer, full-size washer, will fit in here, so I verified that I can at least bring that. Dryer isn't going to work. That 240 volt is probably for an electric range. It's there's no way to fit a washer, dryer, and stove in here at all. So I'm not really all that keen on that kind of stuff. Fridge is bigger, even has an ice maker. Look at that. Definitely in better shape, although isn't there supposed to be a drawer down here? Yeah, where'd the drawer go? No drawer. I'm sure there's a replacement. This is what, a GE? I'm sure I can get a replacement from a junkyard or something like that. Not like I use the fridges for much, but drinks anyways. So, alright, we'll document that for the pre-move-in inspection thingy. So, let's just flip over my portfolio here, as I scrawly note stuff. A switched outlet. I thought these were more of a British thing. Let's see what's in the cabinets. Nothing. See if there's any surprises. Interesting that that doesn't open the other way. Nothing. Just, hey, let's drywall these things through the wall. Hey. Nope. Nope. Ooh, look, a surprise. Men's Warehouse. What the hell is Pella Corporation? Interesting. DirecTV. Yeah. Ew, battery's still in it too. Well, at least I get a free HDMI cable out of the deal, and it looks like they did mess around with DSL, so it looks like I should be able to get some stuff from Frontier very easily here. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, free silverware. That's not mine. This is left over from, well, I'll just put mine in like another drawer or something and just have more stuff I can go through. Oh yes, Blanche, let's leave the, what the paint's flaking off. Okay, I'm gonna throw these out. Oh yes, Blanche, let's leave our extra house keys with the silverware. Is this a drawer? It feels like it comes out. There's just no handle. Yeah, stuff can go in there. Looks like they peeled onions in there, whoever was here before. It is clean anyways. Master brand, customer service. Product, cabinet, blah blah blah. Are the cabinets new? Where's the trap for the sink? There's two sinks. A little lavish compared to where I came from. Where is the trap? Don't tell me the trap is down in the freaking basement. There's definitely a trap somewhere. Otherwise, this place would smell like sewage. So, yeah. I'll have to check on that. Water valves are there, ready to go. I got a feeling the trap is, not the basement, the cellar. The cellar is totally underground. There's no windows. So obviously, yeah. The dingiest of them all. A little dingy on those. Those must have been the ones that he used more often. Phone cable. Brilliant. There, that's empty. These are fake, probably, because how can you possibly have a drawer where there's a sink? That works. That works. I'd already tested the hot water in the bathroom on one of the showings. That works too. Only one drain stopper though, so those things are dirt cheap. We're talking a couple of dollars. Gas utilities, we have Empire, whatever that is. I wonder if that furnace has a pilot light like the rest. Well, the furnace is more understandable if it has a pilot light. I've already verified that the hot water heater, at least here, is electric. We just got to have someone take a look at it, because if we crank this thing all the way up and the fan starts, they had the heat blasting in here. It does clank a bit, but we'll have the gas guys actually stopping by here today at some point, probably when I get back from where I'm heading next. The gas guy is probably gonna, a little bit of tap, tap, tappity tap if I crank the heat too high. Just leave it down. I don't need a lot of heat in here anyways, only like 60-something degrees. I will be bringing over my heater fan, Soleus Air, because my HVAC unit from the other place, probably used for the bedroom. A closet, hangers, extra stuff, extra closet for coats. A little luxurious there compared to the Geek Suite. More boob lights in the bathroom. And a vanity with daylight CFs. Very interesting that there's cooler blue light CFs in there. A 5-year-old could use that sink. Ugh, Mansfield toilet. That's one of the worst brands out there. I'd rather have a Toto Drake. And wonder if I should even bother with curtains on it. Well, someone could be sneaking around the back, so it wouldn't be good for... This is going to be a nightmare to get curtain stuff for, because... Ooh, I don't know what this pipe is for. It's not painted like it's for gas or anything. But anyways... Shower setup. Very interesting. Shower setup. Very interesting. Little bar to help you get out. Maybe there was an elderly couple in here at one point. And then jets for the tub. Very interesting. I thought those are for the walk-in things only. Don't know how on earth you're supposed to drain the thing. Does this spin? No idea. You can always buy a plug for it. I could always buy a plug for it. Or, hey, you know, I've got enough experience with this stuff by now that I could probably put something in. Or call a plumber. This is probably an easy job. So, I know that works. I know the water's hot. Ugh. Make sure it's set to tub. That works. And we've already tested the hot water, so that's going. I might actually know. Maybe not. No. Yeah. Off. No! Off is to the right. I think that's backwards from the other place. Or maybe it's a left-handed bathtub. That's getting replaced, though. No, I have something better than that. We'll put that under the sink and put it back in when I go to leave if I tire of this place. That's basically it. Now, what passes for a bedroom here is this. I have two options available, which I think I'm going to go with option B. One option is to try and put everything in here somehow and have the bed and the setup together, sort of like what I did in college. Come up with an alternative setup, probably not have this bookcase, and then figure something else out in terms of making things a little wider so the bed can fit and the computer stuff. So I'm thinking I could have the setup in here, and then outside will be for projects, things like that. Or I can have the setup outside. Or I could have the setup outside and then just come in here to sleep. But a bedroom that doesn't involve computer stuff would be a big first for me for the first time in many, many years. Right. So, old cable hookups. Someone used to have a TV in here. I'm not going to mess with cable, so I don't know how I can clean this up. It looks like some moron that doesn't have a clue how to install things properly just brought spaghetti cables out of the wall, which someone broke, and then they just drilled another. This is a better setup than this. Goodness, I deal with folks at work that do this kind of thing. They just have a cable just magically coming out of the wall somewhere, and then something happens right around here where the plug is. Thing stops working, and they're like, oh no, where does this cable go? Now I gotta rip the whole thing out of the wall to replace it. Okay, so coax. Take that out. Beer stains. There's something. Yeah, the bed's probably going to be over here anyways, and it'll probably be over the top of all of this. So that's the setup I'm looking at right now. I do use the media stuff as speaker stands. Could put some project stuff out there and actually have some room for the furniture. But the setup I have right now with the keyboard on the right is not going to work in here because there's nowhere to put a keyboard on the right. Not without putting the TV on the other side of a window, which is an AV no-no. So I will not be doing that. Extra nails driven into the walls of the windows for whatever reason, in case the guy's thinking I put nails in the walls. You're not supposed to puncture the walls, blah, blah, blah. I probably won't. I had such good luck with Scotch magic tape at the last place that I would probably just... some attempts at a spackle job, but I don't see anything resembling painted over Scotch tape. So, hardwood floors make things very echoey. I wonder how much I can muffle things with furniture, and how much can I muffle things with furniture and stuff. Ooh, cool, a free wire. What the heck would you hang with this thing? Someone was using it as a hanger. A couple of pastel hangers from 1985. I don't know what that is. Someone have cable coming through their closet. Worst comes to worst, if I can find a place to put my clothes, record radio style in here. Well, no, you need clothes in order to use the, a walk-in closet only works for recording broadcast type stuff if you put some clothes in, otherwise you get a little bit of reverb. But, what's that? Alright, a little bit of scuffiness on the inside of the closet. Well, out of sight, out of mind for the painters. No popcorn ceiling, which no doubt contributes to some of the echoiness. We'll have to see what we can do about the room reverb with... I think I'll bring over my area rugs anyways. I'll bring over my area rugs and see how I'm going to secure them. Alright, furnace. Looks like this place could be handy. There is a basement, but it's not all that exciting. Someone got mad in the bathroom at some point. Oh, bonus footage of the furnace here. There's the shutoff valve in case the thing acts up, and it has a little red button to relight the pilot light like a gas grill. Sweet! Plus the hoses where the gas is coming in. Is that plastic? Huh. Not so sure about plastic for gas hoses, but I don't intend on disturbing it. Of course, this is also a reason to not allow pets in this place, because that would be very safe if cats started clawing it. That's why there's no pets clause in the lease. So, okay, so we just shut off the gas in the springtime, have it serviced around the time things start getting chilly, and push the red button to relight the pilot. Handy that. Okay, here's what passes for a cellar. Actually, it's a cellar because there's no way out. So it's a cellar because there's no way out versus a basement that would actually have some usable windows that you could crawl out of. So if I look off in the corner way over there, I can see a trap. So I can see way over there. So the trap for this thing is down here. This shows just how old this place really is. It's got a mixture of stone and concrete, but mostly stone. The dirt going everywhere is because once upon a time there was just a stone wall built into the ground. Concrete didn't become a thing until later. Got a nice little water heater down here. So if the water heater bursts, it'll just make a puddle down here and that's it. So, I don't understand the dirt. Might be, well, this is a combination foundation of some sort, but not really concerned. I'm not going to put anything exciting down here, of course. My top concern is that light over there. I got to seal that off. If it's open, that's probably an entryway for critters, which I don't want. Alright, so this would be, that's probably water. So the gas pipes, I thought the gas pipes were supposed to be painted a certain color, but otherwise they can just fall. They look reddish. So they look like they have red lines on them, so that's what marks them as gas. I know the ones in the industrial places that I work at have issues with, not issues, but they're usually orange or something. Yep, so that looks like sewage right there. That's got to be going out to the sewer and things like that. There is a trap though, good. So I'm glad there is a trap. Otherwise the kitchen would stink. Electricity-wise, I'm not seeing any signs of knob and tube wiring still in use. It all looks like Romex. Kind of short on insulation down here. Kind of short on some insulation down here, but heat rises. Heat rises, and the only thing down here that will generate any heat is the water heater. Has a little bit of Romex going to it, so it's electric. Good. I wouldn't want a water heater with a pilot light too. Mix of stones and bricks. What is this? 3 little pigs. There was an attempt at insulation at some point. This house is actually older than the one I'm coming from, so the big thing I'm worried about is knob and tube that might still be in use. Well, all I'm seeing is Romex. The place does have a record of an electrical fire in '01. What's this? Not connected to anything. I should bring my voltage tester. This is open. Those are way too small for it to be used for power anyways. Interesting. I wonder what this panel is for. Either way. There used to be a dryer hookup. Here's what's left of the dryer hookup. But there's nowhere for it to go. So what would probably happen is you can't have a permanently installed lint kit anymore. In order to pass code, you need to exhaust to the outside around here, from what I understand. So that's exactly why. One beeping smoke detector down here. I'm going to contact the landlord about that. One of the reasons why I left the last place was beeping smoke detectors everywhere. So imagine it won't kill them to replace, ooh, one smoke detector. Whoop-de-freaking do. I could always cut the power and just plug one in. But it is code, though. Everything is code. We don't have any battery, at least that I know of. This is hooked up to the AC like it's supposed to be. Just might have a shot battery in it or something. So I'm not going to be listening to that every night, though. One smoke detector isn't going to kill them. Plus, I want to pick up something for carbon monoxide because of the gas utilities. Leftovers, but there's a guy making a dump run sometime today, from what I understand, who, if he shows up today, then probably he can take this stuff with him. But otherwise, I really have no interest in using the basement for anything except snow shovels. Or cellar. Brand new pipe there. Somebody was doing some work recently, which is a step up from the dump that I left. Is that knob and tube? I don't know. I'm not seeing any. The thing is, I don't see any tubes, though, or any knob and tube apparatuses still around. This house is plenty old enough to have KT still around. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have it. This all looks like Romex. Good. Just some of the ways in which they've run it is a little questionable. Maybe if I come down here with a flashlight, I might find where the knob and tube stuff used to be, because this house is plenty old enough for it. And what do you know? There's even some power down here. So if I want to mess with power tools and I pop something, the breakers are right there. Yeah. Just got to figure out what to do about this barn door right here. Oh, that's rusted. Oh, another idiot move. Oh, where'd the lights go? 1. Oh, now it's working. 2. This is actually a 1, 2, 3 thing for the light down here. So, I put in a little CF that I really don't care about. Let's see. Nope, that is Romex. That's perfectly modern. I did find some leftovers of the old knob and tube installation at the last place, so doesn't seem like there's any of it here, though. Good. Other than the dirt, which I really, well, this house is old enough to have not originally had any concrete in the basement. Other than that, though, if you folks spot anything that looks alarming or concerning, let me know. In my case, my big concern is all these wires going side by side like that across this stud. I'd think they'd want to be spread out a little more. But the AV stuff will be the biggest source of power draw anywhere in the place, and that's only going to be in one room. It's not like I'm going to have light shows going all around the house. Okay, enough of the ugly part of the place for now. Huh! The place does have an attic. Don't know if I'd fit through here, but huh. Don't intend on using it for anything. I'll have to see if I can fit through there. Maybe if I hold my breath, it's a little entryway. For now, though, I don't try to get fiberglass in my eye or anything. Let's close that out so the heat doesn't escape up through there and crank the gas bill through the roof. Oof! Weird. I've been saying this place is like a trailer but square. I'm gonna have to get up there with a ladder and a light and see, maybe store the ladder in the coat closet. See what lurks up there. At some point later on. Darn it, now I actually have to buy a ladder. The good news about this place, though, is that it's small enough that in the wintertime we get a lot of snow. I could easily hit all of the roof with a standard roof rake. So this is exactly, if I were buying a house, I would probably buy a place like this instead of renting. The best part, no apartment neighbors, and I did hear someone's system going this morning. So I probably won't be the loudest person on the block because I don't really want my bass going very far beyond where I'm enjoying it. So after some thinking, I've got 2 options in mind. Either a modified computer setup in the bedroom with the bed on the other side, and I'm thinking maybe, it's an old-fashioned CF and it takes forever to warm up. Maybe the music stuff such that I close the closet door and I can get in. I think the big thing I need to do is run some video to a mirror monitor that shows me the exact same, maybe get some HDMI equipment, split what goes to, I'm going to bring over my existing setup. As far as the two computers goes, I might have to switch to an alternate plan for that, but we'll see. We'll see how we can squeeze it in here. I don't necessarily need to mirror the old Geek Suite setup, and I may not. Gotta love these paper curtains with sticky tape. Ooh, paper. Yeah. These ratty ass. Of course, they're cheap to replace at Target, so. If we can work out the remaining issues, this place will most certainly be an upgrade, building-wise, from what I've come from. So, stare at that for a bit here. Now here's what I was talking about earlier with the idiots that didn't put the stopper in the wall. See? The bedroom door has a stopper. Bedroom door has a stopper. The bathroom door doesn't need a stopper because the tub's right there. So, the one door that gets used the most and has obviously been drywalled over numerous times is the only one that doesn't have a stopper. Not happy about that. Of course, in my dealings with these folks so far, I think, they're kind of very casual compared to how amped up the last landlord was. Maybe they're a little too casual. But it'd be nice if I could get a stopper on here, because this is almost like a giant middle finger from the landlord. But it looks like the outside lights are LED, so I might consider just running them at night. Illuminate the yard so you don't get goofballs messing around, because this house is actually behind another house that has apartments in it. Kind of interesting. An interesting setup, but when I told the folks at work about this place, they're like, yeah, you should go for it, it'd be perfect for you. So, the best part about the hardwood floors, though, I very much am looking forward to sweeping instead of having to mess with a vacuum. Being able to sweep everything like it's work, and then maybe vacuum it up at the edge. Which gives me some issues because I have 3 vacuums. I have a shop vac, an upright, and an idiot dust mop thingy that I picked up when I thought my upright was broken. Tad overkill. Well, I will... Actually, I think this is the chimney for the furnace. I think this center column right here is the chimney for the furnace. Oh, it was zoomed in a little. Ah! What kind of metal is that exhaust pipe made out of that exhausts the furnace anyways? It's off right now. The rental folks had it. I don't know if there's a way to secure that or not, but yeah, so it looks like there was, in a previous life, I keep using that term. Looks like there used to be the furnace here, but it got in the way of the living room, kitchen, something. I think this could probably be a better spot for the living room. The drying rack is just here because I wanted to put something in here that was metal and see if anyone, see if it was still here when I came back. So, this isn't a rough neighborhood by any stretch of the imagination, but I like to be cautious about things. Alright. Well, that's the tour then. That's the 1080p tour of Jay's Geekhouse upon move-in. What's this? Let's try that again. Let's try that again without hitting the button on the camera. This is the only other scuff mark on the wall. I'm thinking of getting some white out and just going over that. Oh, the one blemish on the entire walls of this place. Ooh. Oh, look what we have here. Just got done talking about putting holes in the walls. They forgot to spackle these 3. Look, 1, 2, 3. Somebody forgot to do some spackling. I understand from some folks in the construction business that spackling is not the ideal solution for everything, but at least they weren't stupid enough to try and repaint over that. Oh, look, there's more. Okay, there better not be anything security deposit wise if I leave this place anytime soon about holes in the wall. So look, 1, what the heck? They practically used this as a corkboard. Uh, oh, look, another scuff. That one's already, that one's already there. Ay, 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 ay. I haven't put anything over here yet. The table's over there, so. It does have a nice, bright, cottage-like feel to it, though. So I'm probably going to try and get more daylight LED lighting for this place and just do daylight stuff. So I do have my lamps still. I think what I'm going to do with the lamps, if any of these are switching outlets here, and of course does meet code, minimum of 2 outlets per room, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll have daylight overhead lighting, because I mean, look at how bright that is, even though it's a boob light. I think I'm going to have daylight overhead lighting for any recording that I want to do. See, the alternate setup that I have in mind, if I can squeeze the multimedia stuff into the bedroom like it's still college, I would like to use this space for not a standard living room, but probably put the couch jutting across or something, or I don't know, maybe at least a couch and a chair or something, or have the table in the middle or something like that, just not near the furnace. I don't want it to go up in flames. Could put the project table here and some other stuff and have computer-y stuff going on here. Otherwise, this would most certainly have more than enough space to put the full Geek Suite setup with the music. So I might experiment a little with both. So I don't know if you folks have any suggestions in the comments, but let's just look. I mean, yeah, that's kind of biased because it's got the soft white still in the boob light over there. Oh, well, you want to talk about that kind of stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, brother. In ancient times, there was a fertility temple. Okay, enough of this. But when you compare this bright cottage-like feeling with the bright wooden floors, a little bit of scuffage there. Maybe that was where the TV was with the last people that were here. A couple of boards here. Now, nothing that looks like loose floorboards, though. When you compare this to what I have in the other place, the drab, faded beige paint that turned Boston cream donut yellow, I think my folks might like this place. If I could change out the lighting so we didn't have an ugly mix. Ooh, focus. Hello? Focus on the boob light. If I didn't have an ugly mix of daylight and soft white, as currently is the setup right now, I wonder if those are LED. Either that or there's CFs that are more neutral. But when you compare this, let's turn off the soft whites, do all daylight. When you compare this, when you compare this bright, cheery space to the drab, beige turned Boston cream donut yellow Geek Suite, I don't think it holds a candle to this place at all. So, just got to find out what to do about the echoes. Speaking of which, Ricola! Might as well do that at least once. Yeah, it does have a very nice little cottage-like feel to it. Although I'm not so sure about the navy against, well, I'm going to do black and white, so some people might question my taste for doing that, but thermal curtains. Even though I'm not going to deal with electric heat here unless the furnace dies. I still want to have thermal curtains to not use a lot of extra gas, stuff like that. All right. Well, no sign of any visitors. The property manager lady was supposed to have the gas guy come out after I got back. So it looks like I'm going to go back, trip number 2, remind her, hey, I need this gas stuff taken care of today. So I don't want the place to blow up tomorrow if any of these appliances are leaky, especially old pilot light over there. I am very concerned that setup is like a bomb waiting to go off because you have a refrigerator that turns on every X amount of time with a gas range right next to it. I don't like that setup at all. I'd like to have a little bit of space, especially when open flames next to a refrigerator. What? I think at this point, until we can get this sorted out, I'd like to shut that stove completely off and just relight the pilot lights if I want to use it again. We'll work this out. All I can say is if we can work out the remaining issues with this place Yeah, well, it's kind of like stuff to polish up when we first get going. I'll try to forgive the boob lights. I'll try to forgive the ugly boob lights, and looks like this will be a good spot for now. It'd be good to bring the subwoofers out of retirement. Big stuff comes over tomorrow. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.